Hi, good evening to all. So today's topic is social responsibilities of a bank. It is an important topic of banking theory. Before explaining the topic, we will look at the meaning of a bank. A bank is a financial institution which deals with the deposits and advances loans and other related services. Bank is a financial institution which receives money from the public in the form of deposits and lends money to the public in the form of loans. It is their primary functions. Apart from this, it has a secondary function as an agency services and general utility services. It receives money from those who want to save in the form of deposits and it lends money to those who need it. It receives money from the people as they hold it as surplus money. Then it lends back to the people, to the needy people. Social responsibility, as per the instructions of the RBI, majority of the banks started their corporate social responsibility. It is shortly called as CSR. Corporate social responsibility means it's a kind of a practice now. Every bank should be followed this practice. It is explaining about the ethical, society friendly and the beneficial to community. To develop the community now, the CSR practice now should be followed by every bank. Government reduced the tax only for the bank those adopted CSR. If a bank adopts the CSR policy, the government reduces the tax to those banks. The first practices the rural branch expansion. Banks are expanded their branches in rural areas. They will more focus in rural areas in the form of expanding their branches. Illiteracy and the low income savings and lack of bank branches in rural areas continue to be a roadblock to financial inclusion in many states. It's all the barriers now not to implement the branches in rural areas, such as illiteracy and low income people are there, and the lack of bank branches are not visible in rural areas. Apart from this, there is inadequate legal and the financial structure. And the legal hurdles and the financial structure also major problem not to expand the bank branches in rural areas. Jammu and Kashmir Bank is the top performer of a branch expansion, and Yes Bank is the least performer in rural branch expansion among private sector banks. When we talk about private sector banks now, the least performer is Yes Banks, and the top performer of the branch expansion is Jammu and Kashmir Bank. Citibank and Standard Chartered Bank don't have any branch in rural areas. They don't have at all. They don't have any more branches in rural areas. Public banks are at top position, then private sector banks, and at last foreign banks. It is the order of the branch expansion in rural areas. Then second practice is priority sector lending. As per the RBI, priority sector lending means lending finance to the agriculture, small scale and the ancillary industries, new and renewable source of energy, cottage industries, artisans, food and the agro-based processing, education, housing and the weaker section. These areas a bank should give more the priority when they finance first give the priority to these areas, then follow, then give to the another sectors. The next one is environment protection. All the activities carried out by the banks for the purpose of environment protection or to reduce the environmental harm from adopting different initiatives, replacing traditional activities by eco-friendly processes or activities in day-to-day business. Activities carried out by the banks should be eco-friendly, not to harm the environment. The World Bank has also pressurized the banks not to finance the projects which are causing harm to the environment either directly and indirectly. The World Bank also advised to every bank, to national banks not to approve the projects which will harm the environment. If it is directly, if it is affected by directly or indirectly. Assistance for rainwater harvesting tanks, wild animal protection projects, pre-plantation drives. It's all eco-friendly projects. The next practices of financial literacy. As per the RBI, financial literacy is providing familiarity with an understanding of financial market products, especially rewards and risks, in order to make informed choices. It's a kind of awareness about financial resources among people. It is the ability to now monitor and effectively use financial resources to enhance the well-being and economic security of oneself, one's family and one's business. The financial literacy motive is to monitor and the effectively use of financial resources to the people, through which they will enhance their well-being and they will build their economic security very well in the individual wise or family wise or business wise. Credit counseling can be defined as the counseling that explores the possibility of repaying debts outside bankruptcy and educates the debtor about credit budgeting and financial management. Credit counseling function is to create awareness among people about the possibility of repaying debts, the insolvency of banks, as well as the educate people about the credit and the credit loans, the budgeting and the financial management. The next point is RBI has initiated a scheme for setting up of financial literacy and credit counseling. It's also shortly called as a FLCC, centers by the banks. The FLC centers have also taken other measures to promote finance education among people. RBI initiated a scheme named as a FLCC. These centers main function is to promote finance education among people. The next practices of farmers' welfare. Some of the major activities done by banks under the farmers' welfare are as follows. The banks to lot of efforts to enhance the farmers life farmers na economic na stability, agriculture debt waiver and debt relief scheme, loan for the solar water na heating systems, rural extension education programs, establishment of a farmers club, farmers trading centers. It's shortly called as the FTCS, special credit cards for farmers, agricultural knowledge sharing programs, national insurance programs, cold storage and the warehouses for storing their products, debt swap schemes, setting up agricultural clusters, commodity finance against the pledge of warehouse receipts and agro commodities. It's all the schemes name now. The banks provide to the agricultural people. Then practice about the educational programs. The banks plan and implement several educational programs such as building school infrastructure, training for press teachers, scholarship to financial backward students by vehicle sponsored to educational institutions, a career guidance program, computer distribution to rural schools. These facilities provided by banks to rural people. As per the health activities banks to many activities relevant to the health, such as blood donation campaign, cancer awareness campaign, medical camps and eye camps, vehicle to differently abled children's schools, support HIV AIDS awareness programs, call center physically challenged, ambulance sponsored to Jane Jones Health Service, free day cash tender, Punjab National Bank Farmer Welfare Trust, farmers training centers. The health sector also banks that do lot of help to the community. So banks plays a vital role in our society. So we will see you again with another session. Until then, stay tuned, stay blessed. Bye.